And now to a new series here on Wake Up Wisconsin Weekend, focused on artificial intelligence. It is our hope that we can learn together, break down barriers, and hopefully answer any questions you may have. So as we start to get more and more comfortable with AI, let's move forward together and use it more to make our everyday tasks easier, like the microwave, calculator, and the internet. Joining me to show us how we can take baby steps toward embracing artificial intelligence is Sarah Z. Johnson, the director of the Madison College Writing Center. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, definitely, we understand it's about taking baby steps. So how do we start doing that and embracing AI in our everyday lives?
Yeah, absolutely. As an educator, one of the things that I've been talking about with my students and my colleagues is the idea of, how do we learn to use AI without also bypassing or not learning foundational skills. But I think in everyday life, what I've been telling my friends and colleagues who are just sort of like, gosh, how is this being used? There are some little tiny things that I think everybody should try, because this is something that is going to change a lot of how we interact with the world, just like our smartphones have. And so I do feel like if we try things out and take some of these steps, everybody will have a better idea of how to move forward. So the first thing that I've been telling folks is AI works best when you are using it in an area that you already know a little something about. Learning to use generative AI takes time. There's a learning curve to it. And so, and the thing is, you yourself are going to be learning how to create prompts, but then it's also learning from you. And I'll just give you a very quick example. So, for example, let's say, I'm just a mom who is struggling getting their kid to do homework. I think probably a lot of us have been there. And so you might ask it, you don't want to just say, how do I teach my kid fractions, right? Because the AI needs more context than that. So maybe you want to ask it, hey, can you give me a suggestion for teaching a fun activity to my second grader for learning fractions? And it'll give you, like the cutout pizza exercise or something like that. I've tried a number of these, and they tend to be fun. So you can do it for those kinds of tasks, but you do have to be specific. I think the last thing that I would say is allow yourself to have fun. Ask it questions about things like, say, help me find an itinerary for a walking tour of the Appalachian Trail. I'll be going from, this date to this date. And then once it gives you some ideas, then you can ask it more questions and pose open-ended questions. Think about it as a curious alien who needs a lot of background information to know what you really want. And play. There are lots of fun if you're looking for other ways to just sort of explore. Let's say you like to do those adult coloring books or something. There are fun AI tools out there where you can create your own. Things like Midjourney, Night Cafe, Dolly. These are some that are not just Chat GPT or Bing Chat, which are probably the best places to start for beginners. There are all kinds of different ways that you can try things out.
All right, Sarah, all those sound so fun. And as we said, just baby steps. You just want to get started. You may have heard AI in the headlines, and you just want ways to get started and to understand it. All right, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.